I will build up on what you mentioned, Omar, related to the misconceptions and what are the different types of AI. But until now, a lot of organizations, they want to integrate AI in their businesses. But to be honest, they often underestimate what is takes behind the scenes. Can you walk us through what's really needed to enable AI within the organization and what actually happens when the AI makes a decision behind the scenes?
Absolutely. Again, that's a super big question. We can spend entire hours talking about that.
Yeah.
But here's the gist of it. The non-AI aspects are usually the hardest when deploying large-scale AI systems. And by non-AI, I can refer generally to two things. One is technical, the other is not. So for the non-technical, we can start with that. There is a lot of change management and process engineering that you need to do. The moment you start introducing an agent that automates a lot of the tasks for some of your employees, you got to find out what those employees are going to do next. I keep getting the question from employees a lot of times, like, hey, are we going to be replaced, etc. The answer is no. We just need to figure out how you're going to elevate what you're doing already. For the technical stuff, I would say, AI is just the tip of the iceberg. Underneath, there is a lot of software engineering, for example. So the moment you start moving from the pilot stage to the production, you got to figure out things like security, for example, right? We do a lot of work with security, how to make sure that only the access rights. So when you ask a question to the assistant or the agent, if you don't have access to that data, you should not be able to access it. So you got to manage a lot of access rights, firewalls, protecting from DDoS attacks, and encryption and compliance with a lot of the security regulations. We work in so many countries, and these countries have different regulations, security, and it's a first-class citizen, right? The data pipelines, so making sure you have a steady flow of data coming from different sources, and the kind of transformations and cleansing you're going to need to prepare this for the agentic workflow.